Hello everyone, welcome to Sammy SK Football, guys. So we are here again, guys. It's the big game. It's the big game tonight. The Premier League. We have Chelsea versus Manchester United, guys. Chelsea, they are rocking in great form. Bang red hot form there for Chelsea, guys. Meanwhile, Manchester United, since after Ole got sacked, we've seen some positivity. That game against Villarreal, there was some positivity. And today, guys, surprisingly, Ronaldo is not starting. The lineups are here, guys. So we can see those changes that are coming here for Manchester United. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Sammy SK Football, guys. So we have for Chelsea, the lineup there, we have Alonso there for Chelsea. We have Chalobah, we have Hudson-Odoi, we have James, we have Jorginho, we have Loftus-Cheek, we have Mendy, we have Rudiger, we have Silva, we have Werner, we have Ziyech there for Chelsea, guys. Meanwhile, from Manchester United, we have Eric Bailly, we have De Gea, we have Fernandes, we have Fred, we have Lindelof, Matic, McTominay, Rashford, Sancho, Telles, Wan-Bissaka for Manchester United, guys. So kickoff is just under 45 minutes. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Sammy SK Football. Here we go, guys. It's the big game. Let's do this. Let's go.
But yeah, Everton have not been good enough in those situations, so they've managed to get away with it. He's now coming off.
It's a strange one, though. We've got a forward-thinking midfielder who plays as a right back, being replaced by a centre forward, or at least an attacking winger in Johan Visser, who has scored a couple of big goals for Brentford off the bench against Liverpool and against West Ham. Then he got a bit of an injury which just slowed down his progress here at the Community Stadium. But he's on the field now, Johan Visser. We'll see what he can do. As I say, he's scored 3 goals for Brentford in the Carabao Cup as well, against Forest Green and 2 against Oldham. It was those goals off the bench against Liverpool and West Ham that really put Visser into, certainly made him an early favourite already here at Brentford, with that celebration of him sort of doing a sort of I guess it's like almost like a yoga move where he sort of sits down when he scores. But in the meantime, Everton have got on the attack down the left. It's put in to the box and it's quickly cleared by Ethan Pinnock. So with 2.5 minutes of regulation play still to go, Everton have got a corner down the left-hand side. It's Anthony Gordon standing over this one. Plenty of activity inside that penalty area as Gordon whips this one in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Ivan Toney with the header. The ball drops to Digne. His strike is charged down inside the penalty area before it's swept away towards the halfway line. But Brentford haven't left anybody up there, and that makes sense as far as I'm concerned. They need everyone in the box. Pickford rushing towards the halfway line to get this ball back towards Alan, but then it's cleared away from the edge of the area. And all of a sudden, Brentford may have a chance to go on the counter. Janelt finds Ivan Toney. Once again, it's Alan, just unstoppable this afternoon for Everton. Toney then bumps into Damari Gray, at least wins the ball back for Brentford before Alvaro Fernandez puts a very poor ball out from the edge of the area out for a throw to Everton. So, yeah, it's looking like a bit of a chaotic end to this game. Still no change in the other two scores. Leicester leading 4-2 against Watford. Man City 1-0 up against West Ham. The Burnley-Spurs game was postponed because of the snow. But here come Everton now as a cross comes in. It's looping. Oh, I tell you what, it was just under the bar. Fernandes, you felt as we always had it under control, but there was just that second there where it was up in the air. You thought it might just surprise the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but again, he deals with it, doesn't he? He sorts himself out. He gets underneath the ball. He's in a good spot. No real drama. But yeah, he has something to do. I think it is going to nestle in that. It's one of those situations. Rondon can't touch him, can he? So the keeper's just slipped actually, and I have noticed this. They don't seem to bother letting keepers stay in their box nowadays. They're not bothered where they take their kicks out their hands, because that was not in inside his penalty area. No,
it's almost like as long as he's holding the ball just about in the box as he's starting the goal kick, as he's starting the punt out, then they almost allow it. I absolutely agree that that and the back pass. I mean, when the back pass rule, you might be a little bit too young to remember when that rule actually came in, but I remember seeing those poor old goalkeepers in the early 90s panicking that they couldn't pick the ball up when their defenders were passing it to them. Now, of course, keepers are almost like outfield players with gloves on, but in those early days, you used to see a lot more of those infringements where defenders, whether it was just force of habit or just panicking, laid the ball off to the keeper, and it was almost calculated. They think, well, I might as well just pick this up, because if I a missed kick, it's going to be a goal anyway. But certainly there, I thought that Fernandez was pushing the limits of that penalty area. We're into injury time, and no surprise, there's going to be a fair amount of it. 5 minutes have been put up by our fourth official, Mr. Brooks. It goes out for a throw to Everton now down the left-hand side, level with the edge of the Brentford penalty area. Dean is across to take this one. He's got Ducour and Gordon as the sure opponent. He prefers to go a lot further back though towards Alan, and then he then tries a diagonal ball into the box. Pinnock's underneath that one, but Rondon gets there first, and then it drops to Gray inside the penalty area. Gray trying to find space for the shot on Onyeka. Has got to be careful that he doesn't put too much of a challenge in, as Gray tries to play a 1-2 with Coleman. It actually deflects off a Brentford player into the 6-yard box, swept away by Janel, and then Brian Mbeumo takes a touch down the left-hand side, plays a long ball down this left channel for Ivan Toney, and Toney, if he can hold this up, well, it's a good challenge there from Godfrey, but at least he gets the ball away from the Brentford penalty area.
Miles better. That little second that Mbeumo waited just to look down the line and wait, and those two, just being so in sync, will do Brentford the world of good. Brilliant. And I like the Brentford defending then. They just smothered the near post, which meant the cross had to be either to the back stick or take a look at deflection.
Brentford don't want to take too much of a time on taking this throw. Ivan Toney's already put the ball. There's going to be a